What is up, you guys? It's me again, as you can clearly see. I is wearing Bob's little half-brother. Bob's little half-brother. Here's Bob. This is Bob right here. And this is the baby bro. And this is the big bro. Alright, let's get into the video. Silver, baby. Love Silver. Alrighty. So, what is the apocalypse? You know, a lot of people have this fantasy or whatever that the apocalypse is aliens coming to the world to destroy the earth. Wrong. The apocalypse is not a volcano that burns up the whole world. It is not a comet that will come crashing to the earth, though there are going to be, but they won't destroy the whole world, I should say. Probably like a lot of the world, but not the whole world. It's not another ice age. The sun isn't going to crash into the earth or anything. The apocalypse, it's not even going to be the tribulation. The tribulation is close to the apocalypse, but the tribulation is not the apocalypse. All the wrath of God and everything poured out on sin and evil, the evil, wicked people in the world, that's not the apocalypse. That's leading up 7 years before the apocalypse. So when the tribulation happens, when it starts, just know you have 7 years until the apocalypse. The apocalypse is Jesus' second coming. Jesus destroys the world with fire. He is going to destroy this earth and everything on it. So that's again, so if you love mansions and everything like that, they're not going to be here. This world is going to be destroyed with fire. The surface of this earth will be burned with fire, or holy fire, if you will. And it will purify the entire earth. And then God will create a new earth out of the old one. So he's not going to make the earth just cease to exist. He's going to refurbish the earth, if you will, with fire. And then everything will be pure and whole and holy, just like it was before Adam and Eve sinned. He's going to restore it back to perfection. Jesus destroys the earth. That right there is, but not to nothingness. Again, he's going to destroy everything on the surface of the earth. Everything, homes, buildings, states, whatever you want it, you name it, it's going to be gone. And there's going to be nothing. The entire earth is going to be all desolate and empty, void of any life whatsoever. And then he's going to refurbish it and create it as it was before Adam and Eve sinned. That is the apocalypse and the refurbishment of the earth. A lot of people just have this all wrong, you know. Comet crashing to Earth. Although there is a comet called Apophis that is coming to Earth. It's most likely going to crash into Earth. I've actually heard before that Apophis also translates to, you guessed it, wormwood. We've heard that one before. And I'm guessing it's going to crash into the earth. April of 2029. But I believe that God is keeping that comet specifically for the tribulation. You know what that means. I don't know this for sure exactly, that it will crash on to the earth. I'm 90% sure that it will, maybe 80. But if it does, it's one of the comets that will come crashing into the earth. Isn't that, I can't remember. It's one of the judgments, right? Or something, that a comet comes crashing to the earth, or a star comes crashing to the earth, that will into the ocean, and they'll be bitter, and you won't be able to drink the water. There'll be no water to drink for a long time. Caused by, isn't that what wormwood will do? AKA Apophis. If it is true, though, of course, that Apophis is that comet. We don't know that for sure, so I'm not going to say 100%. I'd be lying, so I'm not going to do that. You know what that means, if it is true. Rapture will happen before 2029. That's exciting news, if it was true. But unfortunately, we don't have any solid proof that that is true. About the comet, not the rapture. You know, I wish I knew that was 100%, but then that would be God saying when the rapture is going to happen. Like, he'll be giving us a time frame between the comet coming and the rapture, and then we'll know when the rapture will happen. But the Bible says in Matthew chapter 24 verse 36, I believe, no man knows the day or hour, not even the angels or the Son. Not even Jesus Christ knows the date of the rapture, when the rapture will happen. Only God the Father knows that. Why would he give us knowledge of when it will happen if Jesus, God himself, doesn't even know? But only God the Father. It's very confusing. You're probably like, why? Jesus is God, so why doesn't even God know? But only the Father. He's God too. He's the same. It's very confusing. It's one of those things you have to be God to understand. And we're not God, so we don't understand it. Because God didn't give us the capacity, the capability to understand it. So, anyways, the tribulation is not the apocalypse. It's basically like a pre-start of the apocalypse, but the full apocalypse doesn't happen until Jesus comes back at his second coming, after the tribulation happens and destroys the entire earth with fire. Comet's not going to be destroying the whole world, although, like I said, Apophis is going to probably crash into the ocean and make the ocean bitter, so you can't get water to drink anymore. And, you know, or it could be another comet being saved for the tribulation. it will destroy like a third of the Earth or something. So it's not going to destroy the entire, it's like almost 400 kilometers long. Whichever, I don't know how that is, I think it's like a football field sized asteroid. Not sure, but it will be devastating destructions. Many nuclear bombs worth of blasts. So, hope you guys enjoy.